Easter eggs have got to be the best part of a video game. I mean, sure, the story and gameplay are important, but finding Easter eggs make things so much more interesting. From secret characters you didn't realize you could play, to rare collectibles and game items, here are 10 video game secrets you wish you had known earlier. Dunk Hunt. Starting with number 10, and we have one of the most popular games among 90s kids. Duck Hunt has to be one of the most loved games of yesteryears, yet it has a mind-blowing secret very few millennial gamers will be aware of. Did you know that you can actually play as the duck in Duck Hunt? Originally released in Japan and in arcades before arriving on the NES in North America in 1985, and a further 2 years before it was released in Europe, Duck Hunt is a light gun game in which players shoot ducks from the sky using the NES Zapper peripheral. For decades, many who played this game believed that this was all there was to the entire experience. However, there's a massive game-changing secret that added a whole new twist to this arcade shooter that kind of went unknown for longer than you might think. By plugging a regular NES controller into the second port, another player could actually control the ducks. This subsequently gave the game an unexpectedly interesting competitive edge in which each player would have to outsmart the other. If the shooter was victorious, they could pride themselves on their sharpshooting skills. However, if they were outwitted by their crafty opponent, the notorious mocking laughter from the dog would only sting that much more. Strangely enough, after the secret had gone undiscovered by so many for so long, it was actually actor Seth Rogen who brought this fact to light, tweeting in September 2018 about how he stumbled upon this secret when he accidentally sat on the controller. Up next at number 9, we have a mind-boggling supernatural secret from the latest version of Grand Theft Auto V. This open-world game has the most number of Easter eggs, and one of the most eerie is the Ghost of Mount Gordo. Located on Mount Gordo, players can stumble upon a ghostly figure during the late hours of the game. The apparition, identified as Jolene Cranley Evans, appears dressed in white and vanishes if approached. To witness this haunting Easter egg, players must visit Mount Gordo between 11 p.m. and midnight. As they approach the ghostly figure, it becomes clear that Jolene Cranley Evans met an unfortunate end at this location. While the ghost itself doesn't pose a threat, the chilling atmosphere and the mystery surrounding her fate make this encounter memorable. The presence of Jolene's ghost raises questions about her tragic demise. Players can piece together the story by finding a letter at her husband's house, explaining how she died in a freak accident. The mystery deepens as players discover clues scattered throughout the game, providing additional insight into the life and death of Jolene Cranley Evans. Up next at number 8 is a secret from Saints Row 2. You might not know this, but you can actually confront the antagonist Julius Little from the first game in Saints Row 2, improving on the first game in nearly every conceivable way. Saints Row 2 was an absolute blast to play, doubling down on the zany antics of the original while delivering a gripping plot with some genuinely hard-hitting moments. After completing the campaign, most players were left with questions about what happened to the former gang leader. It's possible to get closure by heading to the police station, where players can find recorded conversations revealing Julius's betrayal. This hidden mission was easily missed by many players when the game first launched in 2009. RDR2. Up next at number 7 is an eerie secret in Red Dead Redemption 2. This game needs no introduction. The game's vast and immersive world is home to numerous hidden secrets and Easter eggs. However, there is one secret that very few are aware of, and more interestingly, almost no one is able to solve. This hidden gem can be found in the snowy region of the map, as players may come across a secluded spot where a settler stands frozen in a block of ice. The chilling sight raises questions about the settler's story and how they ended up in such a frozen predicament. The frozen settler Easter egg remains shrouded in mystery, with no explicit explanation in the game. However, players can speculate and create their own narratives surrounding the tragic incident that led to the settler's icy fate. This hidden discovery adds intrigue and exploration to the already immersive world of Red Dead Redemption 2. Up next at number 6, we have a secret collectible in The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In the vast world of Hyrule, players can journey to obtain the mighty Bigoron's sword. This hidden side quest involves a series of tasks and trades, starting with a broken Goron's sword. By navigating through the land and completing each step of the timed trading sequence, players can eventually exchange the broken sword for the powerful Bigoron's sword, which deals double the damage of the Master Sword. Throughout the trading sequence, players must be mindful of time restrictions. Each step has its own time limit, adding a layer of challenge and excitement. From delivering the prescription to trading an eyedrop frog and a broken Goron sword, the quest requires careful planning and execution. The reward, however, makes it all worthwhile. For those who prefer a different reward, there's an alternative path. Players who complete the trading sequence within a certain time limit can trade the broken Goron's sword for a massive two-handed weapon known as the Giant's Knife. While powerful, the Giant's Knife is fragile and breaks after a few strikes, making it a double-edged sword. Up next at number 5, we have yet another collectible in the post-apocalyptic world of Fallout 4. Who doesn't love secret weapons? Players can stumble upon a hidden weapon of extraterrestrial origin, known as the Alien Blaster. With its unique design and devastating capabilities, this powerful energy weapon is a coveted find for any wasteland explorer. To obtain the Alien Blaster, players must first locate the crashed UFO on the northeast of Oberlin Station, marked by a trail of green blood leading to the wreckage. Exploring the area reveals the remains of the alien pilot and the Alien Blaster nearby. The Alien Blaster utilizes alien energy cells as ammunition and delivers a high amount of damage with each shot. Its distinctive green laser blasts make it a formidable weapon against both human and mutated adversaries. Finding this hidden treasure adds an exciting sci-fi element to the already immersive world of Fallout 4. GoldenEye 007. At number 4, we have a secret line mode in GoldenEye 007. It had a hidden line mode cheat discovered by players using code-altering software. This mode transformed the game into a rough sketch-like version, which is now accessible on the Nintendo Switch version as well. Up next at number 3, we have a secret room in Batman: Arkham City. In the dark and atmospheric world of Arkham City, players can stumble upon a hidden room that delves into the mind of one of Batman's most iconic adversaries, Scarecrow. This chilling hidden surprise provides a unique and immersive experience for players willing to uncover its secrets. Players must carefully explore Arkham City and interact with specific objects to find the Scarecrow's hidden room. As they piece together clues and follow the trail of fear, they eventually unlock access to a hidden chamber where Scarecrow's terrifying experiments come to life. Inside the hidden room, players are subjected to hallucinatory sequences that challenge Batman's sanity and confront him with his deepest fears. The immersive experience allows players to step into the shoes of the Dark Knight and navigate through a psychological labyrinth designed to unsettle and test their resolve. At number 2, we have a secret 2-player mode in Super Punch-Out. This classic was a seemingly single-player game, but many might not believe it had a hidden 2-player mode that was only discovered almost 3 decades after its release. Players could control opponents using a second controller, even on modern versions like the Super Nintendo Entertainment System Mini. Halo 3. And finally, at number 1, we have the elusive and highly sought-after IWHBYD, I Would Have Been Your Daddy, skull in Halo 3. Finding this hidden skull unlocks humorous and entertaining dialogue throughout the game. Locating the IWHBYD skull requires careful exploration and observation. Players must search for hidden symbols scattered throughout the game's levels and interact with them in a specific sequence. Once the sequence is successfully completed, the skull becomes available to collect. With the IWHBYD skull activated, players are then treated to a series of amusing and unexpected dialogue changes from various characters in the game.
We must go. The brutes have our scent.
Then they must love the smell of badass. And I left a little present for you, Arbiter, and I'm walking away. Ha ha ha!
These additions range from quirky and humorous lines to nods and references to popular culture.
The password so we don't open the door for brute.
Do I sound like a brute to you?
Well, you could be held prisoner by brute.
It adds an extra layer of entertainment for players keen on discovering every hidden gem in Halo 3. And that's all the secrets we have for you. These are some of the most popular video games in history, yet very few gamers are aware of the secrets they hold. But were you aware of any of these secrets? Do let us know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.